Hey guys, welcome to the Daffy Show, and this is another episode of the Breakdown with Biodun. I have a guest today, and she's a repeat offender. This is not her first time, so
Yep.
over to you, Mrs. Let's know who
Hi,
you are.
all. My name is Joyous Joy, as some people call me back home. I am definitely a repeat offender, and I will continue to repeat the offense.
Amen. Okay. Um, so guys, it has been a long week, even though it just started.
Ugh.
Am I the only one who feels like I feel like it's been a long June, but June just
I,
started.
I had to remind myself that today wasn't Friday. I was like, wait, today is Friday. But tomorrow,
No,
when we go out, I said, wait, today is Monday?
no way.
Mm.
Just Monday. It's still Monday or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, girl.
Wait, today is Tuesday. Hey, I've done one
Wait,
day.
wait, wait,
I've
wait,
done.
wait. Let's confirm. Today is
No,
Tuesday. I can't believe.
no.
Wait. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Anyway. If you're watching this, you're watching the replay, you're watching. Just know that I
We
would
have no
love your
idea what
like.
we're doing.
Yes, apart from that, I would love your likes. So click the
Yeah.
like button. And I love it when comments come pouring in. It helps us know what you guys have in mind or what you guys think about what we're saying. In the meantime, Jersey is really hot. Like, so if you see me sweating, that's why. Jersey is really hot. I've been praying for the summer to come, but now the summer's here and I might be praying for fall. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's a lot.
I love summer.
It's a lot.
I
There's
love
a lot
summer to
going
clock
on.
because summer hasn't even clocked in yet. Summer hasn't even
Summer
clocked
hasn't
into
even
the day
closed.
yet.
Summer hasn't even showed. Summer's just at the door dusting its feet on the what do they call it? On the mat? What's that mat? I can't even
Oh, the
remember.
welcome mat. They're just dusting their feet on the
Yes.
welcome mat.
Yes, the welcome. Summer's still dusting its feet on the welcome mat. So if this is your first time watching the breakdown with Biodun, every Tuesday at 8 p.m., I come on with a guest and we break down hot topics. We talk about what's trending. We talk about some stuff that's not trending, but we think is still like a major thing. And we just break it down and, share our thoughts. Basically, that's what we do. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is um, Monique and the whole bonnet fiasco. But you know what? You know what? You know what? Yeah. uh, Oh,
Give
did
me
you hear
one
about it?
second. Give me
Okay.
one
Oh,
second.
yes, yes, yes. Go, 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 go. I can only guess what she's going to do. So, anyway, for background, recently, Monique, who we used to know as, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, my. Oh, Lord. You went
Are we
in
gonna
with his
take this
bonnet
topic
business.
serious? No, we're gonna take this
Mhm.
topic serious because I have so
So
many things
so
to talk about.
and because she has many bonnets as well. I know that personally. So I know she's going to be on the bonnet side of things.
Mm.
For background, Auntie Monique, she said that's what you guys have been calling her, and that
Okay.
guys gave her that you guys gave her that title,
I
right?
didn't hear that title.
She said, "Woo!
Hey.
Yes, 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 yes." What's going on? Okay, so I didn't want to say
Okay.
anything, but we have another guest. Um, I
I
was
mean,
I was
I mean,
I, I wasn't sure that Coco would not, grab all of her times. I didn't want to, you know, tell anyone what time she was going to come exactly. Welcome, Barry. Oh, Coco's
Coco
here!
baby. Hi, Coco baby. My Coco Milo.
I can't hear Barry. Might be
Uh-oh, you can't hear me?
no, it's like echoing.
Yeah, your echo and your video is
Echoing.
slow.
Hmm.
Do you have earphones or what is it called? Yeah, earphones. It might help We're echoing. So while you look for the earphones, right? We were just
I can't
getting
find it right
into
now.
the whole. You can't find them. Okay. So we're getting into the whole bonnet, and Monique saying women should not go out with the bonnet. So, but to give her some background, right? It started off as she was traveling, and at the airport, she saw so many women, black women, in bonnets and in blankets. Even saying it, I know that Joy, that's Joy's vibe. Joy would be at the airport with her bonnet and her and her blanket. I just know it. But anyway, so that's what. Why is she? Barry's muted. Barry, can you unmute? I have no idea what's going on. Okay, she muted
Yeah, I
herself.
just
Okay.
want to unmute the stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a,
Okay.
there's a
There's
delay.
like an echo. There's a delay. Okay. Anyway, it's all good. So if you are watching, don't forget to like this stream, and we would love to see what you think. So drop your comments. You can start off with a hello. That's fine, and then you can keep the comments coming. So as I was saying, so Monique, who we of course know as a former comedian. I'm not sure she still does
No, she still
any
does. She actually
stand up.
has.
She still
Yeah,
does stand up.
she actually just got a contract with Netflix to do a stand up.
Oh, finally! I thought she.
Hmm.
I thought she said we should boycott Netflix.
When there's money rolling in, why would you boycott? I beg.
Okay, no
I don't know if
problem,
it.
no problem.
Well, I don't. I'm not sure if it's Netflix, but I know she just got another contract for doing stand up comedian
I would be very
act.
surprised if it's Netflix because she told us to boycott Netflix on her behalf. So
I'm gonna
I
be
don't
very.
know.
I'm gonna be very honest. Ain't no black person gonna be boycotting no Netflix. Not in 2020.
No, but no,
Not in
I guess it
2019.
depends.
Not in
I,
2018. When you got good shows on.
yeah,
No.
I guess it depends because we have good black, shows that kind of celebrate blackness on
Yeah.
Netflix. And we have content creators doing great stuff on Netflix. So if we boycotted Netflix, we would also be boycotting them,
Exactly.
right? So I'm
Exactly.
not sure that's a excellent advice, but
You're
see,
boycotting other
let me.
people. Other.
Oh, so she wants to try using something else.
Okay.
So so what are your thoughts on what Monique said? Do you think? But wait, hold on. I can see you rolling your eyes already, right?
Yes,
I
because I
know
think
I know you're not. I know you're not for this for what she said, but let's think about it a bit, right? Let's just give some. You know, she feels like she feels like the way you dress is kind of how you'll be addressed, and she's not wrong, right? And she feels like if you're in your blanket and your bonnet, you could easily be disrespected. That's number one. Number two, she feels like, and it's true, in her generation, bonnets stopped at your front, like while you were sweeping the front of your house. That's where they would see your bonnet, and it ended there, right? But now people will wear bonnets, anywhere, just generally. And then it's sad, but if we're being honest, we live in a time where a black person is judged just based off how they look. So maybe she's saying, if they're going to even judge someone who's well dressed, if they're going to like try to step you down, then if you're wearing a bonnet, what do you think will happen? So I'm just playing advocate here. I'm not over to you.
my thing is, it's not like I'm going to the White House in my bonnet. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? It's the
Hmm.
airport. It's transition from one destination to the next.
To the
What
other.
if is it like I don't understand what she's expecting. Number one, you're going first of all, everywhere you go, you now have to wear a mask. You get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
you're covering the use of a bonnet is to cover your protective style, is it not?
Mm.
The use
In
of
the
a
house
mask.
though.
No,
in the house.
no. Before COVID, wasn't the mask for covering your mouth in the hospital? Now it's everywhere, right?
Mhm.
I'm not saying that
Mhm.
it's the same measurement, but there is a use.
Mhm.
It's not like we're just going out because it's a fashion statement. It's a use for it. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's to cover a protective hairstyle. That's number one. Number two, how come she doesn't address the Caucasians when they go out in their sweats, in their Victoria's Secret or Kiss Me sweats and sandals? I remember there was one time there was one lady that went to the airport. I kid you not, she had and she was it was a Caucasian lady. She had like flip flops, like she literally just woke up. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
welcome, Barry. Barry's back.
I
Barry's
need
Can
to.
back.
you hear
Barry's back.
me?
Barry's back. Barry's back.
Yes,
Yes,
now we can
yes,
see
yes,
and hear
yes.
you.
And you can see me fine. You can hear me fine. You can see the gorgeousness of me.
Oh
Mhm.
yes.
We see it. I
Yes.
just knew that she was sitting down there for a reason.
Yes.
I
Yes.
I knew she was sitting down there for a reason. Okay.
Struggle life.
So,
No, but this is where I sit down for work anyway. So, no, but for work
okay.
though, I have a very nice office background, so nobody can see the gorgeousness that is me. But that's okay.
Mhm.
Let
Mhm.
it show. Let it show. Even to the workplace, let it show.
Okay, so Barry, are you pro bonnet or are you anti bonnet? For the
I
in
am
the in the out in the outside, in the outside.
I am anti bonnet, but I'm pro
Mm.
scarf.
It's
I'm
the
pro scarf.
same
Mm-mm.
thing.
It's not the same
Mm-mm.
thing.
Mm-mm.
It's the
It's
same
not the same
It's
thing.
not
thing.
the same thing. It is
It's
Here.
not the same thing.
Barry. Barry.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys
50-50.
a question. Let me ask you a question because I wear my scarf as
Mm-mm.
well. If I have
Mhm.
if I have a protective hairstyle, I wear, like, if my hair is wrapped, I'll wear my scarf and then I'll wear like a cap, right? I personally don't
Mhm.
wear bonnets. I'm gonna just be very, very honest. I personally don't wear bonnets outside the house. I don't even wear this bonnets inside the house. I think it's very uncomfortable
Mhm.
because of the elastic. However,
Mhm.
my thing with her is I feel like she should, for lack of a better word, mind her business. However you want to. No, honestly, if you want to, if you feel comfortable in your wares and you're going out to do it and it's not harming anybody, if I can wear a scarf, you can wear a bonnet. If you can wear a New York Yankees hat, I could wear a Celtics hat.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. It's the airport. It's the
I'm
airport.
sorry. I really don't think you should be wearing a bonnet at the airport. I really don't think you should be wearing a bonnet outside of your house. You can wear a scarf, is different,
Yes!
but
What's the
Oh my
difference
gosh!
though? But what's the
a
There's a
scarf,
difference?
sorry,
difference.
a
There's
scarf
a
is a little bit
difference.
more.
No,
Where's my
Um,
Barry,
scarf?
You're
Wait,
being
where's my
nice.
scarf?
A
No,
scarf,
where's my?
uh,
I'm gonna bring my scarf.
Barry, you're
okay,
being nice.
maybe it depends on the kind of scarf that you have, but
Mm,
I would
There
prefer a
even
scarf.
there are
I
people
prefer
who
a scarf
live
over
in
a bonnet.
scarves.
Here's my
Mhm.
thing, eh? Here's my thing. I totally get where she's coming from, right? The thing is, there are coverings that you can put on your head when you're wearing a protective style that are not so, for lack of a better word, ratchet. Or, I'm sorry to say it, but that's the word. There are
Oh my
coverings you can put on
god.
your head. Now listen, let me say this, me, okay? I've gone out with my scarf before, and I know that I look a hot mess when I go out with my scarf, okay? Um, I wouldn't wear it to the airport unless I had a wig on top of it or something. Now, when I get on the plane, I might take off the wig and sleep in my scarf so I can be comfortable. I totally get being comfortable, okay? But um, just the whole, yes, baby, you want to open
Bea
that?
Coco.
I really think that there are. I went to the hair shop the other day, right? And they have these, they have turbans that are less than $10 that you can put on top of your head because you say you
Hold
want to
on.
do protective. There are no, they are pre-made turbans that you can put on your head. If it is because that you're trying to be to protect your hair, there are things you can wear that are cute.
But
Mhm.
my
Yeah.
question is, but my question is, and like I said, I don't wear bonnets at all because, like I said, it's very uncomfortable for me right now. I can't wait to take this off. The thing that I have, like, like, I question, what is the difference between this, yeah, versus putting on this? What is the
Are you
difference?
are you
No, well,
are you
honestly, what is
asking,
the
Joy? Okay,
difference?
okay.
No,
Let me tell you
I'm
the difference.
asking.
There's a
Calm
I'm
down,
difference.
Nancy.
asking.
Let me tell you
There's a
the difference. The
difference.
difference is
What is
that
the difference?
There's a difference.
the
Is it a
difference
style thing?
Maybe, but there's a difference.
the difference is that the headscarf is a legal head covering. Legal head
Legal.
covering. That people, yes, people have been wearing it for forever. The bonnet is what Courage the Cowardly Dog's mistress wears in the cartoon. Like,
What?
Joy.
What?
Card dog has a mistress.
What?
Oh, you know
What?
she has a, you know she has a mistress. You know he has
What?
a mistress.
I have no. I
Honestly,
don't. I have no
honestly.
idea.
Okay, look
Okay,
at the turban that look at the turban Barry is talking about. For instance, our mothers have that turban in every color. We know that, right?
Yeah. Mm.
hmm
It's so easy, and they are so cheap. They still look better than
Even there's a
bonnets.
way that you tie it that just looks bad. The way you tied it now is a no. Don't wear tie that to no.
You're not being
that's
nice.
what I'm saying. Like people, it is to me. It's as long as you're covering your head or your hairstyle. To me, it's the same thing. Even if I wore my
They're wearing
caps, like
hats.
if I wear my baseball caps, what is the difference between this, and a
A
baseball cap?
baseball cap is not a bonnet. Nope. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay,
Again,
okay, no problem,
for
no
Joy.
the
problem.
audience out
No.
there, me, I don't wear bonnets. I rather wear scarves or my baseball caps. But in all honesty, I really do feel it's the same exact thing.
Okay, see,
That's
okay,
just my feeling.
let's look at it.
Okay.
Let's look at it from the angle of how it's viewed, right? How people view. We already know that bonnets now have a ratchet reputation.
But why?
Oh, no, but we're not going to question the why right now. We're
No,
not
but
going. Let's
I
not
feel like
question
that
it.
we should, because
Okay.
But see,
is it because rappers and athletes, they wear their hats, and now everything, if when a guy wears a hat or a girl is like, oh my gosh, he's so cute, oh he's so sexy with that Yankee. I know how Jay-Z used to say with my Yankee blue down below and all that stuff. Is it because it's somebody else? If I kid you not, by tomorrow now, if let's say Cardi B or Beyonce or Kim Kardashian goes out with
where's
the
the
bonnet,
bonnet?
I
No.
kid you
No.
not,
No.
they will
No.
make it trendy. They will turn
No.
it
I
into a
Let me
trend.
disagree.
tell you what I think
I
of
tell you,
when I
if they did
let me
it, they
tell you
turn
what
it
comes
into a
to mind.
trend.
Yes or no?
Okay. Okay. Who
Bring it over
knows?
here.
Who
Let
knows?
me tell you what comes to mind when I think about a bonnet. If it's on a black person, it's like, seriously, you left your house like that. If it's on a white person, it's like, seriously, you left your house like that. You're still
Same
sleeping. What's
thing.
going on?
Same thing.
Okay. Because to me, the bonnet is just very, in fact, the very first thing that comes in my mind when I think about a bonnet is an old white woman, like Golden Girls type, wearing her bonnet in the house with her nightgown.
And she would never
Your
leave the
bonnet,
house without bonnet.
people's
Never.
bonnets are synonymous with nightgown. Why are you going out the house with your nightgown?
But if we go back, like let's say we go back a couple of decades, let's say the 80s, the 70s, the 80s, the thing then that you couldn't leave the house was with your rollers and things like that, or your I remember rollers and scarves, right? That
Hmm.
was then. But now they have trendy scarves. They actually have rollers that you now can trend and go out with. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's not because it's not trending. That's the only
Okay.
difference.
What is that?
Because
Okay.
before you
No
couldn't leave the
problem.
house with a scarf. So now you can.
Also,
Okay.
I agree with what. Let me tell you something else. I agree with. Um, how Monique said, and to be honest, I didn't quite follow everything. When
Mhm.
when it
Mhm.
happened. But how that you are addressed how you dress, I'm sorry to say, but it's the simple truth.
It's true.
Again, I'm going
That's true.
for comfort.
Joy is like, no.
See, I'm not a
Okay.
very stylish person. I'm not, okay? But when
Lies.
I see somebody that is well put together, the very person is like, oh, okay. You will things you automatically give them, even if it is 0.00001% more respect than the person that's wearing, you know, I don't know, a
I,
sweatshirt and a hoodie.
maybe it's because of the community I come from. The community I come from is I don't care if you look like Halle Berry just came out the oven, hot, hot, hot. You know what I mean? If your personality to me, if I see you as hot and you're throwing food at a homeless person or cussing out a service person, somebody who's serving you as for a customer rep, and you look like that, to me, you're completely ugly. I don't care if you look like a bum in your
Of
bonnet
course.
and your sweats and your flip flops, and you're out there feeding the homeless and you're being the nicest kind of. It's all about the heart for me. So I don't care what you look like because I know myself. I have looked like a complete hot mess living this place, and I don't care
In
what
your
somebody
bonnet.
will look
In
at
your
it
in your
in my
in your
scarf.
bonnet.
In my scarf. No, no, I don't. I told you I don't like
In your
bonnets because of
bonnet.
the in my
Ay!
scarf or in my cap or more me being from New England is the hoodie. We don't even wear bonnets. We wear hoodies. So I have my hoodie
Mm-hmm.
on, my baseball cap on and my sweats, and I can go out there and I don't care what people think of me. I know what I do. I know my profession. I know who I am. I know my capabilities. So if you're judging me, that's on you. You've missed out on a great opportunity to know a great person. So if you're gonna judge me because I don't look a certain type of way strolling through the air, like
Okay.
for me, I'm
Okay.
gonna be honest. I've judged people who stroll through the airport in stiletto high heels. Like, what are you doing?
But no, that I don't get. Like see,
What are you, you're
far
strolling
from
Okay.
in
to the
Guys,
gate.
high heels to
ladies.
get running to the gates.
Ladies. Okay, so I was going to ask, so let's just segue into it now, right? Who has a funny airport story? Like something happened to you at the airport, or you were dressed some kind of way, or just some funny experience?
I
No?
mean, I have many
No?
airport
I'm
stories,
trying
but
to remember.
nothing to how I
Nothing
was dressed.
funny. No,
Nothing to how I
Okay,
mm-mm.
was
okay.
dressed.
Nothing to how you were dressed?
No,
No?
not just
Yeah.
no, no,
I just
nothing
go
really.
on occasion. I'm a single mom. And you know what? I'm working from home and all of this. So let me say 80% of the time when I go drop off my child at school, I'm wearing sweats. I wearing maybe just
Loungewear.
a t-shirt.
Cheers to that.
Actually, it is not even loungewear. Loungewear is a step up from what I'm wearing. Okay, I'm wearing sweats. I'm wearing a t-shirt, no bra. I don't care.
Anita,
Okay,
no, no, no. You need underwear.
I know.
Auntie,
No, I'm
Auntie
wearing.
Mo,
I
Auntie
know. I'm
Mo
wearing
would
pants.
come
I'm
for
not wearing
you
a.
if she heard
I'm
what
not
you
wearing a
say.
bra. No, I'm sorry, but
Oh
bras are a
You feel
necessary evil.
comfortable without a bra?
Yes, even with my 38 H's, I don't care. Whatever.
my
It's just
God.
it's a body part.
Let me just
Yes,
cover. Let me just cover up my.
I really just I
What? With your
really
Let me
hair.
just,
am with my hair. I
let
really
me just cover.
cannot be
Just
bothered.
wow,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Woo.
No, no. I get comments from every now and then like, Barry, are you wearing a bra? No. But
Nope.
why? Because I don't want to.
Okay, okay, guys. So I wanted to share this story, right? And I wanted to share because I also see where Barry's coming from. I see where Joy is coming from. So before, if I was traveling, I would dress up like I was just going out to my friend's place, right? Because I would have somebody pick me up from the airport that I want them to see me looking nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was this time I traveled and I was wearing a pair of jeans and a top. I think a t-shirt. I'm not sure. Maybe maybe a sweater or something. I can't remember. You know how you would hold the sweater and you get on the plane and wear it and then you take it off, something like that. And then I
Mm-hmm.
remember sitting down, right? I remember sitting down and just blacking out, waking up on the floor of the plane, surrounded by people. My son was in the arms of the air hostess. What they call them now? It's not air hostess anymore. Or
Flight
cabin crew?
attendant.
Flight
Flight
attendants.
attendant. Yeah, okay. My son was in the arms of the flight attendant. I was on the floor. They had called for doctors. They had maybe one legit doctor. There was a dentist. There was some other crazy thing. Anyway, they were surrounding me. They like, they had all sorts of things to say. They checked me, everything, and then I remember that, of course, they wanted me to go to the hospital the moment I landed, but they cautioned me. They said every time you're flying, try your best to dress as loosely as possible. And they attributed that fainting spell to the fact that I was wearing skinny jeans. And I know that ever since then, I have never worn skinny jeans on a plane because
Your life?
I,
Are you
I
seeing your
cannot account.
life?
I cannot account for what happened between when I backed out to when I got on the floor, and that
Are
makes
you
me
see-
so ashamed.
are you just seeing your life?
But it has nothing to do with my hair, though.
It
It
has
had
nothing
nothing
to
to do with
do with
my
the
hair.
bonnet.
It had nothing to do with the bonnet.
Now imagine if you had the skinny jeans and your hair was tight and you didn't have anything to you wanted it to be perfect. Mm-mm.
Ballet, ballet. So now it's always sweats. It's always sweats now. Nothing else.
No, be going in
I prefer to
five
travel
five.
with sweat.
Be going instead in
Let me tell
Louis
you my
Vuittons.
airport, my air travel uniform. It's sweatpants, a tank top, maybe a denim jacket, or a hoodie, a zip up hoodie. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, I never liked sneakers. It would be socks and slippers because I'm trying to be comfortable. But now I wear sneakers, so I wear sneakers and socks because as soon as I get on the plane, my
It
shoes are
gets
coming off.
cold. Yeah.
Shoes
And
are
it's
coming off,
cold.
and it's cold. I'm looking for a blanket. I have
Yeah.
my eye mask and everything, just so I can be as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when people walk by like they're dressed to the
I don't
nines,
get it. I don't
minus
get it.
minus the heels. I will never understand traveling with heels. But if you're dressed, nice pants, a nice blouse, a blazer, like I'm looking like, okay, girl, go ahead with your bad self.
But you know the funny thing, I've gone to the airport and I've seen it, and this was in Baltimore. BWI, yeah, this is where I saw it. Was it Baltimore or EWR? One of them. And I saw this one black lady. I'm not gonna lie, she looked gorgeous. I said she was beat from head to
I
toe.
don't get that either.
Makeup complete done. She had those high boot heels, high heel boots. The what are they? The thigh high things, the thigh high leather boots. Yes,
Ooh,
thigh high leather boots, heels from here to Kingdom Come. Short shirt, that everything was on point. You want to know my reaction?
what?
As soon
What?
as I saw her, I said, "What the hell? Where's she going? Where she go? You know she go to plane?" I was confused.
She might be going
Some
to meet
people.
somebody like we all Biodun said. She might be going to meet somebody when she gets off the
Hmm.
plane. The makeup I don't get. Me, I'll do my makeup on the plane.
Beat,
I won't do it before I
beat.
get to my
Okay, so
destination. I'll do my makeup on the plane.
you meet a guy online. You guys are dating online, and then the first time you travel for you guys to meet, you would probably, if you were high maintenance like that, you would probably beat your face because the airplane toilet is not big enough for your spread, for your makeup spread. It's not big enough for all
How much
your.
makeup are you putting on? I can do
But
my
here,
makeup in my car.
but
That
I do my makeup in my
that is
car.
us. That is three
may,
of us. We are pretty low maintenance.
no,
Let's
it's
be
not even
honest.
pretty. To be very honest, if that was the case for me, there's no way somebody I've never met and you're picking me up at the airport. No, you will see me. You will meet me at the hotel lobby where there's cameras. So God forbid anything happens to me, they have a picture of you.
Joy,
Lies.
people don't
Lies.
understand why I'm afraid of the people don't understand why I'm afraid of online dating. Because you could be a
What?
serial killer. And first of all, I'm not
Exactly.
getting on the plane to go and meet you the first time. You're coming to where I
First,
am.
bam. Chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle. Bah.
Boom.
Chop
Oh my
knuckle.
gosh. Okay, so if you are watching this, let me hear your let me see or let me read your comment. What do you guys think? Do you think it's okay for a person, for a woman to go out with a bonnet and go out and about? Um, do you think what is the laughter? Then do you also think do you think women who are dating should be this worried about serial killers like Joy is and Barry is? Let's see. Let's know. But there are people, there are, you know what? I don't know. The serial killer business is just something else. But anyway, we're going to segue into something else. And I'm sure you guys heard about this. So there's this woman who went to her daughter's school. I think her daughter was in middle school. She went to her daughter's school disguised as her daughter
Hmm?
with a yes. Let me read what exactly what she did to you. So she went to her daughter's school. She's been arrested though I kind of like I'm like anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Texas mom arrested after posing as her 13-year-old daughter at middle school. A Texas mom was arrested. She spent almost a whole day of middle school. She slipped into the school dressed as a teenager, complete with a hoodie, a backpack, and a face mask to prove a point about the lax security of the school.
Hmm.
She made many videos while she was there. She's talking in the videos like, "Can you see that I'm here?" She greeted the principal. The principal didn't notice. She looks like a woman. She doesn't look like she looks like a
I
woman.
had
She
to
doesn't look like a
invest.
girl. All right. So she kept saying, how is it that no one has noticed that I'm not one of them? Do I even look like a middle school, kid? I don't look like a middle school kid, but nobody has noticed. So eventually, though, she they called the cops on her and they arrested her. So people are like, "Oh, she's a helicopter parent. She was doing the most." I was like, "But she proved the point, though.
Right.
She proved the point." What do you guys
I
think?
don't I don't see that as helicopter parenting. Helicopter parenting is that, you're micromanaging your child and everything. The fact that she feels that her daughter's school is unsafe, and
It's
especially
lies. Yeah.
with the gun
Eh,
violence in this country.
mhm, mhm.
Listen, if she didn't feel safe, if she didn't feel like her daughter was safe and she wanted to prove this point, like
She has
anybody
proven.
can
She has
anybody
proven
can
it.
exactly.
Mhm.
An intruder can come in, go, carry a child and take them somewhere else, and people
And
will
that's it.
not know a thing. So come on.
So you mean to tell
And
me they arrested her for proving the point? Is that what happened?
Yes, they arrested her for. Let me see the charges.
no,
They
I understand
arrested
them
her for.
arresting her because
I don't.
she was trespassing. I can understand that,
Yeah,
but
they arrested her
to
for
let her go
breaching. They
immediately.
arrested her for criminal trespassing and for tampering with. Da, 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 da. Anyway, I
Yeah.
think, and she was being held on a bond of almost 8,000.
Eh?
I think. Yeah, but I think you just have to pay like maybe 10% of that or something. But
The
anyway,
judge should sort it
um,
out.
Throw that
I
case out.
that's what I thought because let's be honest, if she was someone who came into the school, if she was someone who came into the school with guns in her bag or with the intent to harm someone, it could not maybe not guns, maybe a liquid that would hurt if she threw it, anything, right? If she came in with that
Exactly.
intent, nobody would even be able to know who it was that came. That's the crazy part of this whole, thing. So, someone, Joy Unspeakable. Hey, Joy Unspeakable. She said,
Hey, namesake.
I made a huge mistake. She said, I'm namesake. I made a huge mistake the first time I traveled out of Nigeria. I was in full heels and a blazer. You guys are cracking me up. Never again. She said, good vibes, good vibes, good
Let me
vibes.
tell you what to do, okay? Because I'm speaking from experience here. Like when you're
Experience.
going to international trip like this, okay? Get on the plane, however you want to, wear your sweats, wear your t-shirt and everything. But you have a carry-on bag for a reason. That's where you
Mm,
have your heels and your
mm.
shirt.
The
And
heels are even
yes,
out of it for me.
no,
They're
if you
out
want
of
no
it.
Heels.
heels,
I'm sorry.
no,
Heels are checked
if
in. Checked
no,
baggage.
if you want a pair of heels, one pair. If
To
you
be
want
going
to
where?
be no, if you want to be dressed up coming off of getting out
Nah.
of what do you call it, arrivals, okay?
But
And
Barry, let.
no, no,
Hmm.
hang on. And also, typically airport or restrooms, at least you can go to where the mirrors are and everything and do your makeup there. If you don't want to do it on the plane, you can do all of that and then walk out looking like, "Ah, girl, did you travel? Yes, I sure did travel like this. Nobody needs to know.
Okay.
This is why I thank
I
God.
okay.
This is why I can't.
I think if you really are carrying luggage like a Nigerian, which I am, right? And you're carrying all the luggage plus the extra luggage and what your auntie sent you and the palm oil and the fried whatever, and you wear heels on it, you're asking for trouble. You might go home with an ankle like this. Like you're joking. You're joking with your life. That's all I'm
I
saying.
remember traveling with this young lady when she wasn't up to a year old. It was just me, and I think I had two huge suitcases. And you know these Nigerian people are not going to help you with your bags.
At all,
Hmm.
unless they want
They're
money.
not helping you. So here I am pushing her pushchair with one hand and maneuvering the two huge suitcases and carry on with the other hand. I did it, but to manage.
With your heels. With your heels?
No, I told you I'm not. No, 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 no. After I turned a certain age,
So
no, after I turned a certain age, yes, I stopped wearing
okay.
heels. I can only do block heels now. Yes, you can do
As
that.
I said,
Okay.
this is why I love the Holy Spirit because He takes me as I am. I'm not dressing up
Uh,
for nobody.
with your
Nobody.
bonnet, I mean. With your
No, with the
bonnet.
scarf. With the scarf.
Okay, so
Or my
Jem
hoodie.
says Jem says Jem says only in Texas. He's talking about the mom issue, about the mom going to
No,
the store. He,
that could happen in anywhere. That could happen. That and I really commend her.
but he
I
said, but
commend her
shouldn't we
for
be
trying.
more He said, but shouldn't we be more worried about the kids hurting themselves? All the shootings and stuff have been from kids, not adults. Yeah, no, I think they were just trying to prove some kind of nonsense point arresting her. Because, yes, they might do it so that other people don't do it. Like, but the truth is, from the moment when she got arrested, there needed to be some kind of emergency committee meeting from the parents. There's usually like a parents group, you know,
So
and
my
they
question,
needed to have met. Like, mhm.
how did they find out? How did they find out like how did they find
I
her? Did
think
she just expose herself
I
and say,
no, I can't really remember, but I know at a point she got called out for bringing her phone out and talking into her phone. I'm not sure, but I know there was a time
mm,
that she passed the principal in her video. There was a time she passed the principal. She greeted the principal. She greeted like just to make she wanted to show everyone watching the videos like I did my best to get caught. I did my best for someone to know, but then again, the mask situation is it doesn't help. It doesn't help things.
mm, okay.
Dami
So
says
like
wearing a bonnet outside is a no for me. Lol.
Nami,
LOL.
would you wear a scarf?
ask her if she wears scarf.
Okay. Dami, would you wear a scarf?
Will you wear
Is
scarf?
it? I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. Is Dami a man or a woman? I don't know.
Would you wear a
Um,
scarf?
Dami is a unisex name. Would you wear a scarf, Dami? Let's know. Somebody else. Okay. Joy Unspeakable said no bonnet for me. Would you wear a scarf? Oh, everyone's saying no bonnet. What about a scarf? Is that an option?
Nene, shout out
Turban
to Nene.
or a turban?
Oh, it's
You know what?
what kind of what kind of so there's some new turbans that are coming out that are very there's this one I saw on Instagram. It's called a t-shirt turban. You know the way whoever like do you guys tie your t-shirts, your long sleeve t-shirts on your head? Do you guys do that? No.
No.
Okay, I do it, right? So somebody took it and made it into a real legit turban. It's shaped like a t-shirt and then with long sleeves and then you like wear it and it's nice. But then I
Biodun.
think the inside is okay, yeah.
Nene.
You can buy,
Nene.
listen to me. Just listen. You can buy a scarf. It's long, like the sleeves. Your t-shirt is for wearing on your body. Like
At this point, with the wearing of anything, to be comfortable, I will buy a hijab. Just put it over everything. All you'll be seeing is
they will
my
not
my
allow
eyes.
you on the plane.
Just be seeing my eyes.
This is a guy making this comment. I'll wear a bonnet. Please just ignore him because that is a guy making
It's a
that
guy, you don't
comment.
see the
Chop
lights, but
knuckle,
you're
chop
not.
knuckle.
Yes, Nana said
Nene,
bonnet
would
is
you
a
wear a scarf?
no. Joy,
Nene, would you
shame.
wear a
Ugh.
scarf?
No, chop knuckle, my guy, chop knuckle. But what's
Ask
but
Nene
Bonnet.
to wear
But
a
it's
Nana
scarf.
said
it's the
no.
same
But Nana
thing.
said
Scarf and a bonnet is the same
A bonnet is
thing.
not a scarf, Joy. It's not.
it's not.
It's
Okay,
It's
not.
so
not. It's not. It's not. It's like saying a bonnet and it's not. Some people live in scarves. Like that's all they wear. Like even for
But see,
religion.
you
You
see,
know.
it's like comparing
my
Chicken
guy.
Republic to Chick-fil-A.
Eh? Compare what? Compare what?
Chicken Republic to Chick-fil-A. In fact, Chicken Republic is fine. It's like comparing Mr. Biggs of today to Chick-fil-A.
Rubbish.
Exactly. Mr. Biggs is rubbish now, and so is your
Rubbish.
bonnet rubbish.
Okay,
Okay, so somebody said,
I give up.
please, scarf is Yay, we won. We won. We won.
I give up. I give up. Everybody
You
can wear
should
Okay,
give
so
up.
everything, like I said. No, but
so
the thing is,
so I
I don't
also
wear bonnets. I don't wear bonnets. But my
where is your
own
bonnet
thing
now? You
is,
took it off. Where is it?
I told you I
That
don't
was
wear. I
it. I
don't
thought that
like
was a bonnet.
it.
I thought that was a Sarah
Go
scarf,
and
but it
wear
looks
it,
like a
No,
Joy.
this
Go
is
scarf.
a
and wear
real
it.
And you
bonnet. This is an actual
bonnet
real
is like
bonnet. I
Sarah
don't wear
cap.
it.
If you
I don't
if
wear
you
it.
floss to Joy, I can't.
Like, how will you
I
judge me at the
can't.
airport like this? If I'm in the airport
Oh,
doing this,
Joy, Joy.
I'll,
Oh my God!
how
No,
far?
no, no, no,
How
no, no!
far?
Don't get
Please
on my
don't.
plane,
Please.
please.
The pilot himself will say, "Get off my plane. I don't need you on my
And the
plane."
funny thing is, you guys have missed a free opportunity of laughter and enjoyment.
That's
That's
great.
what it is.
I'll go on,
That's
on,
what
on
it
Instagram. There are comedians on Instagram.
I don't fly for comedy. Let me reach there safely and come back. Shikena. I don't want any wala. So I don't
No,
know what
but I'm
you're
saying,
talking about.
like I
I
said,
don't know what you're talking about.
I'm from New England. I don't even wear this stuff. It's a hoodie and a cap for me. But either way, a hoodie, a cap, a
Mhm.
scarf, a bonnet, to me, it's the same thing.
It's not.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
I hear you. So what you guys just going off what this mom did to prove that her
Nene.
kid's school, going off what okay, Nana said, let's Google this. Ah, I forgot about pashminas. Let's Google this right quick. I have a pashmina. I tie it in my head stylishly, but that oil stained bonnet is for the house.
Nene
Yes,
always has a
Nobody
I
who's
agree.
pashmina.
wearing who's wearing oil stained bonnet. There's no fresh bonnet at home.
The people that may
How
need
many
to
bonnets
freshen.
do you have?
No,
How many bonnets?
I have one, but that's the only bonnet I have. I told you I don't
You
wear
have
bonnets. That's
only
the only.
one bonnet. I'm very sure there's oil on it. I'm very sure. Your oil from your
I
hair,
know. Let me tell you
your
something.
oiled hair.
Let me tell you something. I wore this one night, just one night. She is completely white, like brand new. I wore this
Mhm.
one night, and I say, God forbid, never in my life will I wear this thing again. The thing, like, I woke up with like
No,
those
you're
imprints
supposed to
all
do
over my
this.
skin.
You're supposed to do this with a new bonnet like this. Don't
Oh
cut it,
yeah,
but like expand it.
no,
No,
I
you
never
guys
did
don't do
it.
that. I'm going to
Mm-mm.
I don't
patent
wear
that
bonnet.
idea.
Sorry. I
Oh
feel
my
like Joy and
god.
I might be a little bit bougie. Like, I've never
Mhm.
heard of that ever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I hear you guys. Okay, so going off what we just spoke about, the mom who went to her kid's school, what is the craziest thing What is the craziest thing that your mom has done for you when it comes to like being overprotective?
I have a story. I
Okay,
have a story.
make it short.
So shout out to Mrs. Peace Chidebere Okonkwo.
Hey,
She is the
hey,
greatest
hey.
mom in the world. Let me tell you what happened in seventh grade. Seventh grade, I had this teacher, and he was teaching evolution. And being
Mm.
seventh grade, I was like what 12, 13 years old. And being who I am, rooted in Christ, I told the teacher, and his name is Mr. King. I'll never forget it. Mr. King, I don't believe in all of this stuff. This is not true. I am not a
Why
monkey.
is
God
Gary
created
laughing?
me.
Hmm.
God,
Wonderfully and fearfully.
I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. God created me. We're not monkeys. And the best part of it all, my entire class like was behind me. Like everybody was like, yeah, she's right. We were not monkeys. You don't call us monkeys. This, that, the other. So we had an exam, and the teacher was like, where how was the world created? I said, God created the heavens and the world, Genesis 1:1. He created the heavens and the earth.
He said,
And on the seventh day he
he
rested.
said, let there be light, and there was light.
I
You
wrote
put the
everything,
attention.
and
Obviously, you're a rebel.
I wrote scriptures.
Yes.
Genesis 1:1 says that God
Amen.
created the heaven.
You're a good child.
So I gave it to, that was our exam. That was our major test. I gave it to him. And when we got the test back, when I say I failed woefully, like beautifully, the guy had no hesitation to give me a zero. So I said, oh, you want to give me a zero? I know who I am. I know who my parents are. No problem.
Sinach.
I
I
went
know who I am.
straight. And you know how
Sinach.
you get off, and you get off, and I
Oh
had a
my
bus. So I
god.
came home off my bus. I ran into my house, and I normally my parents come home later. As soon as my mother came home, like our house has a stairs. So my mom was opening the door, and I had my tests, holding the test like this. And I was like, Mommy, Mommy, see what they're making us do. She now just climbed the stairs slowly because she saw the big zero. That was the first thing she saw. And so she was like, yeah, Amarachi, come. What's that? I now gave her the test. She's like, these questions are right. So why did your teacher give you a zero?
This answers are right.
These answers are correct. Why did your teacher give you a zero? I said, Mommy, he's teaching us evolution, and he wants us to believe that we are monkeys. And I went straight American. She wants us to believe that we are monkeys and that Jesus doesn't exist. She said, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's what they're teaching you? When is the next teacher conference? I said, the next teacher conference is at 7 o'clock next Tuesday. Very good. My mom left work early, came home. We were straight. We and the thing is there was and the thing I knew it was a problem with that guy when we got to his class. There was an entire, it was like every parent wanted to meet that teacher just that teacher. So we got there, and we were the last. My mother, and I think he was just tired at this point. My mother sat down, and let me give you the whole expression. Let me just give, my mother came, she just sat down. So I just want to ask, why you gave my daughter a zero? And the guy, he's like, he must have been in his like 70s. Well, you understand, ma'am, that we are teaching a curriculum. Therefore, the curriculum must be taught. Therefore, your daughter must write the right answers. These are the correct answers. Which rubbish? Like my mother went back and forth, back and forth. The guy said, "Okay, ma'am, I'm sorry." I said, wait a minute. Did he just say sorry? I was dumbfounded. And my mother said, so now that we have come to an agreement that your answers are wrong and my daughter's
Mhm.
answers are correct, what is the grade that she's going to receive?
Right?
the, the, the teacher was
Oh
like, I'm just gonna, everybody gets the lowest grade drops. Your daughter has been doing well up until this grade, so I'll just drop it. So you mean to tell me that you're not going to add it on top of her other good grades? Like you're
my
not
god.
going to
Hey.
add an A on top of the other A's that she has received? No, you better add an A. He was like, I cannot do that. I have to drop. He was like, Mr. Man, I will see you again if you ever disturb my daughter again. I promise you,
Ew.
you will know my face. Let me just know, warn you now.
Hey,
Let me just warn you now. I will
you know my
warn you
face.
again. You will know my face. Ha. After that, the next day, class, he now came. He's like,
He knew your
he
mom's
was
face.
he was what do you call it? He was greeting all the students. He goes, hello, and he calls us everybody by their last name. Hello, Mr. Robinson. Mr. Robinson, welcome to class. Miss Grace, welcome to class. He came to me, Joy. I
Mm.
said, Mr. King. He's like, please take your seat. From that day, this guy never spoke to me, whether it's in the hallway, whether in class, to the
I
last
don't
day
blame
of
you.
I
class.
love it. I love
After that
it.
last day of class, I was like, so Mr. King, am I going to see you around later? He's like, no, no,
No.
no. I think this is the last year I'm teaching. He
But
retired.
you know, but you know what? You know, I told you the first time you said you shared something about your mom and growing up. I said I actually love how your mom handled you going to school because many times, like immigrant parents, they always cower. Like they have this thing in them, especially first gen, that maybe they don't fully understand, and so they shouldn't say anything. And if the kid comes home and says they got bullied or something, it's always the kid's fault. It's hardly ever the school or the teacher. So always hearing you talk about your mom going to fight, I'm always like,
My mom and my dad, my mom and my father were ready to fight the next person that disturbed Adabub. That's the problem. Cannot disturb me because they know I know what I'm doing. I'm not a troublesome kid. So why are you disturbing this child? Let her be quiet. like like it doesn't make any sense.
let me hide Jess's comments so that I don't stand in trial and
That's
put
it's not
Nettie
but
back.
but it's not a bad thing. It's not if your father or your mother fights for you. I don't think it's a bad thing. Wait, okay, wait, hold on. Let me be let me retract that because my father was a
No, it's of
teacher.
course it's not a bad it's definitely not a bad thing because it
But
also shows you it shows you that you have people in your corner. You don't want to feel like nobody's in your corner. Your teachers are tearing you apart. Your parents are tearing you apart. It's not like it was like in the motherland. Your parents would probably whoop you at home, then take you to
mhm.
school and tell the teacher that they whooped you part one, they should whoop you part two. Like in some schools, that's that's what used to happen.
But the thing is,
So
my father himself was a teacher, so he did have parents that used to come and fight for the kids, knowing the kids were absolute
mm,
like trash.
absolutely, yeah. So
Like it's not worth
okay,
it.
that makes
So
sense.
I to advocate on both sides. It is
Mm-hmm.
good for a child to or a parent to fight for their child, but at the same time, know your child.
Mm-hmm.
Know your child.
Hmm.
Know your child. Don't come to me
That's
telling
fair.
me that you need to pass my child. Ma'am, he has not completed a single homework. He has not completed a single test. Don't know.
Hmm.
That's the difference. That's the
Hmm.
difference.
Barry, what do you think? Do you have any funny mom stories, mom fighting stories?
No, I was such a good child. There was no reason for. No,
Oh.
seriously, I was very, very quiet, very, very shy. In my whole 6 years of being in secondary school, I got in trouble only one time, and it was by mistake. And that one, I didn't even need my mom to come. The other teachers ganged up on the vice principal that
That
was
teach.
trying to get on me. Like,
Oh.
Anita, like everybody, when they said Anita, come out to the front in assembly, everyone was like, Anita, how is that possible? That's not possible. Everybody, nobody
No,
could believe
they
that
were not like
Anita
us.
got in
Some
trouble.
they
It's
were
not
not like some
possible.
of us regular customers. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, I won best behaved student for my set when we graduated. That's how
What?
quiet I was. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. My dad would have been so proud of me. Best behaved. Mm,
Mm.
mm, mm,
Yep.
mm.
I was a good
Uh, I
Okay,
mean,
okay. So, okay, you were saying something. Joy, was it you?
no, no.
Oh,
I just.
Coco here. Okay.
Hi, Coco.
one.
Hey,
Hi.
Coco. Okay, so we're segueing into our next story, and this is for Berry because she is my, I have claimed her as my
Is
royalty
it cousin Meg?
correspondent.
Cousin Meg?
Yes, it is a Harry and Meghan story.
Oh,
The
here we
latest thing
go.
so the latest thing is she said, here we go. So the latest thing is that of course Meghan and Harry have had a beautiful baby girl, and they
Yes, my
named
niece Lily.
I absolutely love the name they gave her. I absolutely love it.
So we're actually going to talk about the name. So of course, many of the people in in media in Britain have said the name is an insult to the Queen. That Harry knows that Lilibet is actually a pet name between Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth, and that he had no rights. I just see a lot of shadiness going on, and that he had no right to name his daughter that when Prince Philip barely just passed.
That is the
So that
perfect reason to name the child Lilibet. It's not just about Queen Elizabeth, it's also about Prince Philip. What
hey,
is that?
you see why I said she's my royalty correspondent.
But my question is, would it be the same backlash if it was Middleton, Kate
Kate.
Middleton?
If it was Kate, no. They would
If it
have
was
said,
Kate,
oh, she's
that's so
paying tribute to Prince
beautiful.
Philip that
She's
just
paying
died.
tribute.
Oh, she's
This,
paying
this, this,
tribute
this.
to Prince Philip. Oh,
And this is why, and then this is why I have, this is why I have, let me, not that I have issues, but this is why I really believe Megan in her interview. Because things like
duh.
Mm,
this.
Yeah.
Because
mm,
you know how the UK was saying, oh, she's a liar, this, that, the other, this, that. Like the UK was making it as if like this was complete lies, there's no way possible.
mm-hmm.
But when you start doing things like this, if it had been Kate Middleton, that story of how dare they would have never come about. So I'm even
Yeah,
shocked that they even did that. You know,
I
on
hope
yeah.
top tweet.
Megan did not say anything.
No,
Hmm?
not that I've heard. No, I didn't hear that she said anything. But people, of course, people of color are now taking it as, oh, it's the same way. It's the same way, you guys said all kinds of things about their first child. And now you're
Mm-hmm.
saying you're just looking for something to criticize about an innocent baby, and that they
They're
have
always
no
looking for
right,
someone to criticize.
And so
Listen,
my question is this. Okay, yeah, you go, Joy.
no, I'm just saying, for the sake of the United Kingdom and the sake of the royal family, I hope that child comes out as dark as anything. Because there's something that one newscaster said that really, really struck me. This is going to be the first royal child that has capabilities for two major positions. This child can be an actual royal, like a queen. If anything should happen, she has the potential to be a queen.
She's in line.
She's in line to be a queen, and she has the potential to become the United States president
Ooh.
Because she was
at the
born
same
here.
time because she was born here.
Mm, mm.
Put some
Oh,
respect
that's
on that
true.
girl's name.
So that's true. Okay, Megan had to give up her American citizenship, did she?
It doesn't matter.
Did
She was born in the United States.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like if she was born somewhere else, would that mean that Megan's citizenship would not cover her? Because
No, Megan.
normally Megan's
It's either Obama or Donald Trump. One of the last two presidents, one of them took it off. That it doesn't matter if you're an American. If you're born in another country, you're the citizen of that country.
really
No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no.
that couldn't be
If you have
Obama.
that's what
That
I
could
read. Unless
that
they've
could
changed
not be
it.
Obama.
if you have at least one American parent, they can
Yeah,
file for
if
you
you
as,
have
yeah,
yeah,
as an American.
but if because she
But
married
because
Harry, she had
Megan,
to leave
yeah,
that,
yeah.
then
So
But
based
as
on
long
that,
as the
if the child was born in like Canada or England,
yeah.
then
she's a
she
Mhm.
won't be able to
Canadian,
apply for American citizenship based on Her mom
Special.
no
That.
longer being an American in
I'll
quotes.
have to
But
look
Mhm.
it up
because she
because
was born there,
I
she's
know I
American.
read it somewhere. I have to relook. I have to look that up. But I did read that somewhere. I don't know. It was the last two presidents. I'm not sure. I would assume it would be Trump that did something like that, stupid like that. But I'll have to go back
But
because I
who
know
knows? Yeah.
it was a couple of years ago that I saw that he wanted to take that away. Where if your child,
Like
even though you're an
dual
American citizen,
citizenship.
yes.
Mm.
So, but
Okay.
because she was born in America, she's
Mhm.
she can run for
She's
president.
American.
Yeah, she's an American and she's
Yeah.
a royal.
Okay.
Therefore, this child already has two titles to her. Put some respect on Lilybeth. Put some respect on that name.
Yep.
Okay, Lilybeth. Okay, I see. I see. I think that name might be, a major name for the rest of 2021. People might be having babies the rest of the year
Her
and
name is
naming them
Amelie.
Lilybeth. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I think it's a very cute
Just to
name.
It's very
spite.
pretty. It's a very pretty
It's
name.
a very beautiful name, Lilybeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesse said that. Jesse said the name is perfect, Jerry. Is it their child? Lilybeth is a good name. Okay.
Yeah, I think
So
it's beautiful.
apparently it is what, and it's also, I also heard a side that said it was what um it was what Elizabeth used to call herself when she was a child and she couldn't say Elizabeth. I also heard that version of the story as to how the
That
name
makes sense.
came.
You're
That
so
makes sense
That
too,
sweet.
makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
My name
Yeah.
is
So
Lilybeth.
I feel like whatever the case, whether it's a pet name, whether it's a baby name, if her grandchild says, "I want to name my daughter after my grandma," especially in a tense time like this, then
Hmm.
let them have some peace.
Yeah.
So this question is for Barry, right? Barry, how long do you think it would take for Britain to forgive Harry and let this go?
They
Do you think it
don't
will
need to
happen
Forgive.
in our
forgive.
lifetime?
Harry does not need their
Forgive.
forgiveness. It's okay. Please forgive what? Forgive
Forgive.
what? What did he do?
What did he
He does not need their
do?
forgiveness. They can carry their country and go somewhere else. What's that?
I
Mm.
love it. Oh my God, Barry can be very passive. The moment you just ask her one question about the royals, she'll be like, "Yes, okay,
Yeah,
all right." So
no,
mine.
because
Mhm.
I just feel like Harry and Meghan have been treated so unfairly.
They have.
And typically, in my household and in my family at large, I'm the one that's coming to their defense all the time. So I have plenty energy for them. Plenty energy.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
this?
Let's divert that energy to the Twitter ban in Nigeria, and let's talk about
Wait, they're
and let's talk
bandits.
about uh, and let's talk,
Now, where have you
and
been?
let's talk and let's talk about the culture of dictatorship in
Oh
Africa
God.
and other parts of the world. Am I the only one who feels like something is brewing? Am I the only one, please? Let me know.
Nope. Everybody's been saying it's a ticking time. It's a ticking time bomb. It's a ticking time bomb.
I don't know how
One
I
day
feel about Nigeria anymore.
somebody's just going to
Oh, I love that you said that, Barry. And that's totally allowed. I love that you said that
what?
because sometimes, yeah, I
I
love
said
that
I
you
don't
said
know
that.
how I feel
Mhm.
about Nigeria anymore. I just feel like it is plenty. Then
Have
that's your
several
business. I'm not
seats.
having any
Have
seat.
several seats.
I will have all the seats with Harry and Meghan. If you like, sit
I,
down there. Because guess what, Nene?
Oh my gosh.
William and Kate are not going to give you any seats. Harry will give me a seat. Thank you. I still have several seats. I'm going to have all the seats
oh
with Harry
my
and Meghan.
gosh. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Wait,
um,
Jesse, wait. You said your teachers were making fun of what? Don't tell me it's the Twitter
I think
ban, please.
the
I
Twitter
bet you
ban
But
it's the
you
because
know
of
Twitter
what?
the
ban.
But you know what? There are few things in life that are as hilarious as Nigerian Twitter. I think it's a loss to the world because
Let me tell you
few
something.
things in life.
Let me
see,
tell you
see.
something. I'll be
Okay.
very honest. It was last week. I signed back onto Twitter just for Savage Niger tweets. Just for
Savage
that.
Niger.
I opened my Twitter account again because it has been closed for years. I said, nah, I need to get back on this thing because Niger Twitter is everything. For them to come
See,
and now ban it.
I am so bored in the evenings because I don't have Nigerian Twitter to rely on for laughter.
So is it done? Like they
And it's
really
not
can't
just the
tweet?
laughter though. There's a lot of like a lot of
We don't
intellectual
know.
discussions and things that go on. I just I miss. I just
Yeah.
Wait
I
a
feel
minute.
I feel like I feel
I'm
like to the rest of the
confused.
world, it's so easy to think that some parts of the world people are backward. But Nigerian Twitter will set you straight. Plus, it's hilarious. Plus,
Okay,
you have people whose mantra in life is we move. And so they're talking about the horriblest things and they're still saying we move and you're just wondering what is going on. This is madness.
okay. So I have a question. So they banned Twitter, yeah.
Hmm.
Facebook still they there. IG they there.
I know it's not the same
Abi?
vibe. It's not the same vibe.
No, but
I
my
don't
no, but
question
Twitter
is,
and
now
Facebook are not the same
what
vibe.
they the reason why they banned it, according to them, is because what?
because they
Because you
deleted
children are
Broadway Street.
disrespectful, are doing all kinds of things.
No,
Yes.
no,
So
they
so
deleted it
so
because
yeah.
they said they
Mm-hmm.
deleted it
Buhari tweet.
because Twitter deleted Buhari's tweet where he was
Mm-hmm.
blatantly,
Yeah.
blatantly threatening
Threatening.
the Igbo.
Hmm.
That's what
Let
he
me
was
read it to
doing.
you guys. Let me read what Buhari wrote. He said many of those misbehaving today are too young to be aware of the destruction and loss of lives that occurred during the Nigerian Civil War. Those of us in the fields for 13 months who went through the war will treat them in the language they understand. And Jack Dorsey had the tweet deleted
But
So
because
guess
let
what
me
what?
he's
get
trying
this.
to
So
say
did
is,
Facebook. So did Facebook. Facebook deleted that message
yeah,
as well
afterwards,
because
yeah.
as
Hmm.
well. They did. So
So
why is
Yeah.
it Twitter that you're what do you call it? Why is it Twitter that you are focusing on? It's because last
Because of
year
Trump.
with the whole of because of NSARS.
Trump.
Because of
Because of
NSARS.
NSARS
Yes. Because of the whole NSARS thing, all of that kind of
movements. Hmm.
started on Twitter. The
On
movement
Twitter.
was on Twitter. Twitter fueled
Mm,
a lot, and Jack
true,
Dorsey
true.
was 100% fully behind it. And so back then, they were accusing Twitter of trying to destabilize the Nigerian government. So they already had
Mm.
it in
Yeah, I
for
remember.
Twitter,
Hmm.
anyways. They had it in for Twitter,
But
and people on Twitter they don't have any filter. They'll abuse Buhari and tag him. And I used to
no, that no, I remember that after I remember that
and
after
tag
end
him.
I remember that after end SARS. I'd
yo,
already created one abusive story that I'd written and then I now tagged Buhari on Instagram and Instagram told me you are not allowed to tag Buhari. I said, what do you mean I'm not
No,
allowed? Isn't
because
a human being like
on
I
Instagram you
tagged him
can
again, he
set
refused.
no on
Hmm.
Instagram you can set
You
your
can like,
profile to
like you
not
won't
be
be
tagged
tagged.
by
But
anybody.
Barry, but Barry, let's be honest. We know that Buhari did not take his phone to type that. So,
Of
do
course
you
not.
think there's the
does
possibility?
he even
Do you
know how
think
to
there's the
use cell
possibility?
phone?
Do you think there's
Does
the
he even know?
possibility that? Do you think there's a possibility that that tweet came from an over-eager child, like his son or his daughter or somebody who
No,
who has
It could be
no,
him. He's just
no.
somebody's
I
typing
think
it for as he's
he's not.
talking.
Of course, he's
okay?
not the one that's using his phone to tweet or anything. He has speech writers and everything. He would have written.
Exactly.
He's not the best at speaking English,
Hmm.
anyways. So he would have had somebody look this through. Okay, this is the official statement that the Nigerian government is putting out. There you go, post it, and that's what happened.
So are they
But from what I'm
wait,
hearing now, it's not even. I think they said was it not was it Minister of Information or somebody somebody
Mm,
else apparently was the one that really spearheaded
yeah.
this thing. Because a lot of people are now saying that it's illegal what
to
they've done, what the Nigerian government has done. Isn't it funny that they announced that Twitter was banned using Twitter?
that's what I was about to say. They use Twitter to announce the ban of Twitter. I was just like,
Because
where are it? I'm
because
confused. That's why I was like, wait, is it really
mhm.
banned? Like, is Twitter really banned in Nigeria? Because I saw that tweet and I was like,
Well,
this is on
they've
Twitter.
said some people. some people are saying it's a lie. Some people said it was a lie after that, right? And then the Nigerian government has made them know that they've told the police that they are allowed to stop and search young people, check their phones for the
Mm-hmm.
Twitter app. If it's there,
Mm-hmm.
they should arrest them.
Arrest them.
So
You're
that's why
joking.
I'm
You're
asking. So that's why
joking.
I'm saying it feels like something is brewing. Because when
Hmm.
you get to that point, it's like you're like, I'm ready for anything. It's like you're
Everybody
ready.
is
You know
saying
how
2022 will come. Barry is not leaving.
mhm.
Yours is leaving.
I don't
2023
know if you
is
guys
doing nothing.
I don't know if you are Brodian children, if you guys understand, but like if your curfew is 6 o'clock in your house and then you left your house and then you came back at 11 p.m., as you're entering your house that anything can happen in life. Just you are ready, right? So
Hmm.
it feels like that's the same vibe. Once you tell your cops or your police that anybody they see with Twitter app, they should stop and search. They stop telling Nigerian police to stop and search in the first place is like telling them to go and kill people because
Especially after coming from this whole
NSAR.
NSARS thing and the insecurity and everything. You claim that, don't worry, yeah, we're curbing, the SARS unit and we're curbing, like, we can't just stop people indiscriminately.
Nobody
Da, da,
believes
da,
that.
da. And then now
Nobody.
you're saying, well, no, we can stop anybody and check their phone. Under what warrants do we
Which
have to
was
check?
which was what even started the whole NSAS thing. They would stop you, they would check your laptop, they would stop you, they would call you a Yahoo person. I told Joy I was traveling this time with my husband. I think we're going for our honeymoon or something. And this dude just said, What do you do?" And at the time, I wasn't doing anything. I just got married, right? I'd just gone home to get married and I wasn't doing anything there. He was like, "What do you do?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "What do you mean nothing? I'm going to show you. I'm going to deal with you." No lies. This guy kept me there. "You're not going to travel. I know useless girls like you." That's what the man told me. "I know useless girls." An immigration officer looked me in the face and said he knows useless girls like me. I
Wait,
wasn't moved.
in Nigeria?
Yes, I wasn't moved because it's Nigeria, so I wasn't even moved. I sat down there. He said, "I will write statement. You will write statements. I will show you who I am." So I had to call my uncle who was like
Oh
working in
my
immigration at the
Mm,
god.
time,
I'm
and
starting to
that
feel
was
that
how I was able to get on the plane. He was ready for me to miss my flight for no
Nigeria
reason.
is
Let,
the
let me tell you let me tell
For
you
no
something.
reason.
Nigeria is a ticking time bomb because when I was coming back, my flight to go back to America from Nigeria last October, I was going there like because I didn't want to use my American passport for some I wanted to use my Nigerian passport because I thought it was going to be easier. The
Girl,
biggest the biggest mistake of my life. The biggest mistake of my life. I went as I arrived.
your
My
Chinese
brother
passport would have served you. Your
wait.
Chinese passport would have served you better.
my
You
brother
had-
my It's me and my brother that traveled. My brother, he
oh
used
my
his American
god.
passport. The way they greeted him, sir, welcome, sir, welcome from America, welcome, sir.
Obama, welcome.
As soon as they saw me, hey, turn here, turn left. Auntie, Uncle, why? Uncle, why?
Stay
Uncle,
here.
why? And he was like, why are you here? This is it. I said, I came to bury my father. I came to bury my father. They were like, well, you're not going anywhere. What? This was as I arrived. These people kept me there for an hour and a half and would not let me go unless I put cash
Imagine,
in.
imagine. Oh yeah. You
Put
know
cash in
how
his
it
pocket.
is.
That was just arriving. It was until when I was departing, the last gate before we got to the waiting area for the plane. The guy now said, I used my American passport at this point because I was like, I don't care. I'm going back to the United States. Let them show my American passport. He was like, it's not stamped inside. How did you get inside? And I showed him the copy of it because I used the emergency entrance. I used my emergency entrance. I showed him a copy of it. He's like, well, you're supposed to get an emergency exit. What the hell is an emergency exit?
From where? The American embassy?
What is an What is an emergency exit? He's like, if you had an emergency entry, you have to have an emergency exit. I said, that
Hmm.
doesn't make any
Hmm.
sense. I'm an American citizen.
Very,
This is my
very,
American passport. I'm
very.
going
Did you hear?
home.
Joy, hold on.
I'm
Barry, did you
going
hear the
home.
Barry, did you hear the wisdom in that statement? If you had an emergency entry, you should have an emergency exit. Wisdom. Why am I not
I,
surprised?
I said, I'm going home.
Man,
He
dog.
said, he now asked me, is this not your home? I said, no, this is not my home.
Uh-uh.
I'm an American citizen. He said, Madam, you are
Oh
not
my
leaving
god.
this place. I said, what? We're going to do this again? The plane is about to leave. We're going to do this again? Yo,
Oh
when I
my
say, when I said
Why?
emotions took over my entire
god.
life. I was so
Well,
I was tired from the funeral. I was tired from just being in Nigeria.
yo,
I was tired to the point where I
that's just
said,
sad. That's
I
just sad.
just broke
That's just
down and
sad.
started crying. And it wasn't that I was crying quietly. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. I started crying. My brother was like, why are you crying? Stop crying. No, I swear, I think he has
No,
never
don't
seen
cry.
the guy. It's like the guy was shocked that I just started crying. I broke down. Everybody started gathering around. Auntie, what happened? What happened? What happened? Why
Yes.
are you crying? Why are you
Mm-hmm.
crying? I said, I'm tired. I need to go home. I need to go home. I need to go. The guy was like, hey, sorry, madam,
Come
I'm
and be
sorry. Oh
going.
yeah,
Come and be going.
go,
Come
go,
and
go,
be
go,
going.
go,
Come and be going.
go, be going. I what? And then I kid you not,
Oh
word
my
for
god.
word, this was the last words he told me as I was leaving. He said, "You
Mm-hmm.
can't be, you shouldn't be crying like that. I was just joking. You don't need all that documentation. We don't even need that documentation. Please, we don't need that documentation. Please be going, be
Oh
going."
my
I said,
lord. Joy. I wish I
"Gosh,
could say I wish I could say I was surprised, but I'm not. And I remember and I know that especially because you went home to bury your dad. It wasn't a fun trip. It wasn't
it
Dirty
wasn't.
December. It
No.
wasn't any
It
of
was."
that. It wasn't for GTB Fashion Week. None of that. It was this is going to happen. I have to get this done. And then somebody has to go through that. And then you have to break down in ugly crying
I had
tears
to.
for people to,
I couldn't even
man,
hold it
not
in.
a
I
good
was
thing.
so tired of the country. I was tired of the country. The country itself. And then the
See,
people, and it's
Nigeria
worse
is
is that when the
exhausting.
family is now attached to that evilness. Nah, nah, nah.
Like Nigeria,
You know?
no,
Mhm.
Nigeria is exhausting. Nigeria is mentally exhausting. It's emotionally
Mentally,
exhausting.
everything.
I
It's
feel so
financially exhausting.
I feel so sad
Emotionally.
about what you guys are saying. I'm so sad.
Like
I'm
no,
so sad,
thing
but
is,
at the same time,
in my
no,
mind, I
and
love
that's what
Nigeria, but
every Independence Day, every Independence Day, I always post something and I always say, it's incredible how something you love so much will bring you to tears every time. It's insane. So, like, how do you love something so much, but the thing always brings you some kind of pain? So annoying.
Isn't that the same thing as having a troublesome child? Every Nigerian should now know what it is to have a troublesome child. Is
I think it's the same as having these people that are like in relationships that the person is like all
abusive.
this kind of tumultuous relationships, and then they love the person and they want to
But they
leave but they
can't let
can't
go.
leave.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't let go.
Yep.
Oh
have
my
you seen
gosh.
tweets where people are like, when
Oye,
they die, they are going to go and ask
shout
God,
out to Oye.
how did I offend you? Why did you make me in Nigeria?
The what? What happened?
Oh my gosh.
When they die and they go to heaven, the first question they will ask is, God, how did I offend you?
Ooh.
Why? Why did
And
you
I
make
said
me in
Nigeria
Nigeria?
is literally a man child.
I said, for the fact that one of our saying in
Wait,
Nigeria is who did I offend? That's one of our
you
sayings.
people,
Why?
you people, first
Who did
of
I
all, you guys
offend?
have been getting the name wrong. Is UAR, is United African Republic. Please stop.
I give up. This is where I log off.
Um,
This is where I
Uh,
log off. Good night. We're done. This is where I log off. Good night. Good night.
I'm a,
Where's
I'm a
where's the X
Umerian.
button? Where's the X out button? Where's the X out button? I
do X
can't.
out here. Do X out. We have
So
one. We
you
have
don't
one
have
last.
Joy,
We have one
Joy.
last thing, and then we're
You
going.
don't have exit documents to leave this. This chap.
You can't even, you don't have exit document to leave a country. You want to exit out of this place. My friend, will you
What's
stay
that?
there?
What's
We say, how dare you? How dare you? You don't have emergency exits out of this place until I release you. Okay, so
Yo, I'm so
so
tired of
But you
this
last
know what?
country.
Sorry,
last
sorry, just
mhm.
sorry. One thing. I really,
Yes, yes,
really
yes.
believe, I really
Hmm.
believe that the leaders of the country, and some of the elders, I really 100% believe that they actually hate Nigeria, because I don't understand how repeatedly these people in power will do anything and everything to see the downfall of the country. I don't get it.
Listen, I don't even think that I wouldn't it's not that I don't agree with you. I do agree that they don't really care about the country of Nigeria.
No, no, they
I
don't
feel
care.
like
They hate the
the
country.
fact that I feel like the only reason they're not there, my own thing is, we know for a fact they're not there for the country of Nigeria, for the people of Nigeria. They're there for the money. That's it. As
Hmm.
long as they get their dollars, their pounds, their yens, they're not everything. That's all they
But
want.
it's not just that. See, go ahead and take all the money that you want, but must you make everybody else suffer? What is this?
Oh, of course. They have to show the power. First, you get
No.
the money, then you get the
Power,
power, and then you get the
very,
respect. Money, power,
There's no
respect. Let me
respect.
stop.
Who
who is
does them respect?
respecting them?
No, I'm saying
Who is respecting them? If
that's
they
the
Man,
if
street
they
lingo.
if they believe that they will get respect, let somebody put up a website, let them publish all their kids' names and let them put their pictures up and put them on that website. If they believe they have that respect, let them do that and let's see what happens.
It's not even about the respect. It's not even about the respect. It's just, I know nobody really respects them. I don't even think they respect themselves, because some of the things that they come up to do and say, you can't respect yourself. You can't.
You know what I think? I think I think where's that my anointing oil that I usually keep around here? Where is
Bring
that
the
anointing?
next thing.
There needs to
Do
be
you even have,
then
enough?
we need to chase all the people that are there away and anoint that whole
I don't
the
even
whole
think you have
Aso
enough
Rock.
anointing oil.
Anoint that
It's not even the Hassel Rock that needs to be
the
anointed.
Haso Rock.
The entire country, the entire, from north to
Yes,
south, east to
when you
west.
said it is actually fear, I think, not respect. Yeah, I think
That's the word.
a part
That's the word.
yes, the
The
fear.
fear.
But at the same time, I think there's a part of it's just there's a part of us that has been taught to glorify, wealth and excess. That, to respect it, like was it you that said it, or Barry, to like respect wealth or respect excess, and so people want to get that respect by all means, and so things happen, but but I still believe that I see. I don't know. I still have hope. That's what I would say. I have hope.
I don't. Sorry.
My siblings always get angry when I say, but I have hope. There's still some hope.
The
Right?
only hope that I have is that what I think will happen is nothing is going to change until, for lack of a better word, the bomb goes off.
Don't say,
I
oh
kid
my
you
lord,
not,
you're the third
because
person that said that to me in the last 3 days.
yeah, until that bomb goes off,
Okay.
nothing's gonna change. Sorry.
Well, I don't think this is the best time for the bomb to go off because before in the past, the motherland always used to look to America and look to the UK and look to other countries like that for help. But right now, this era that we're in is every man for himself, every country for himself. Trump really set that
But
ball rolling. And if anything happens in any country right now, you are Oyo.
let me tell you about our people in Nigeria. I saw one post, and they said, they sent a picture of what the United States government, whatever was on Facebook or Twitter or what, it's, I don't know where they posted it, but the United States had made a comment to Buhari that if they don't do this, if Buhari, we do not stand behind Buhari, whatever they said. Is it not the comments that I was reading that America should mind their business? Is it now that they're coming to help us? Did it, as in they insulted the United States? I was like, as a Nigerian and as an American, if you
Yeah,
like,
that's in America.
they there. If you like, you don't want our help, fine.
Mhm.
We said we have our own issues. We don't have to come. Since you want to insult the United States, insult us. Wait, I was shocked.
Okay,
I
okay.
thought they would be
Mm-hmm.
happy.
But oh well, but you know what? I think in a way, at some point, every country has to stand on its own two legs. At some point,
Yeah.
it has to happen because like you never know when it will become important that it happens. So we have to round up for tonight. But if you're still watching, thank you for turning up for us and for the comments. I love it when the comments really come alive. So
Mm.
please, before we even finish, just right now, just click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And don't forget to share with your friends. They are like past the breakdown episodes on the channel. So my last question to both of you is, so this is Immigrant Heritage Month, and I've been sharing profiles of people that I think are immigrant, right? Who do you consider, who's one immigrant of African, descent for you, Barry, that inspires you?
Hmm. There are very plenty.
Joy, I'm coming to you too because they're asking like
Ah. Ah.
Let me rumble. Let me rumble. There are quite a few actually. Um, but just off the top of my head, only because I just spoke to her on her podcast. For a
mm-hmm.
podcast episode next week. Bola Shokumbi. She is the founder of Clever Girl Finance.
Clever girl
Ah.
finance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she's I think first generation. She came here I think after secondary school or
Yeah, she's
around
first gen.
secondary school
Yeah,
time.
she's first gen.
Yeah,
I think she
done,
came after secondary school. Yeah.
right,
Mhm.
and she's done so
Who else?
amazingly well with Clever Girl Finance brand. I mean, I think it really hits me, and I work for her, but it really hits me the day that the first time she was interviewed on Ryan and Kelly, Abi Kelly and Ryan. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, so
Wow.
somebody I know has been within touching distance of Ryan and Kelly. Like, are you serious?
That's
So
hilarious.
for me, like as I
Yeah,
she's
Jesse's
an
nominating
immigrant,
himself.
she's an immigrant, she's African, she's Nigerian, and she's a woman. And she's, you know, in our same age bracket. She's done marvelously well for herself.
Yeah. What about man? What about man? So it's not like you guys. So it's not like we're three witches brewing witch brew
Ah. Oh, God
with one
forbid.
The
guy.
men will be okay. It's okay. They hype themselves up enough. It's okay. I'm
Just
hyping
give us
any
one
men.
man. One
I
man.
don't know any men.
Shout out
I
to
don't
shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Jesse. Jesse said he's immigrating and he's nominating himself.
Jesse's
So
my
he
pick.
has
Jesse's my pick.
so he has a single coming out on the 14th of June. And
Okay.
Jesse, drop your Instagram handle in the comments so that we can go pre-save or whatever it is you want us to do. Joy, who's one African immigrant? It could be, they don't have to be American. They could be living in Tokyo. I don't care. It's,
An
you know,
African immigrant that
migrant, someone who migrated to, yeah,
that I respect. To be very, very honest,
and that inspires you.
to be very, very honest, it's the actors and the actresses that are doing amazing jobs on these box office hits. I am so inspired by them. If it's Yvonne Orji, or if it's, I can never pronounce his name, and I'm so sorry. The guy that played in Star Wars, in the Star Wars series,
For
he's
Michael?
actually
No.
coming.
What's his name? What's his name?
John
John Boy.
Boyega.
Yes, him
John Boyega.
and Boyega and
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
um there's a few.
Uh, David
Uh,
Oyelowo,
David Oyelowo, Gina
Daniel
Yar,
Kaluuya,
USL
yeah,
Jaffa.
who?
Jeshire.
Ejiofor,
USL Jaffa. Who
yeah,
who I
something
missed
Ejiofor.
Oh,
who I missed by 5 seconds at the airport twice in one day.
The
I was at
girl,
the airport with my
it
family,
wasn't
and
meant to
then
be.
no, next thing
it
Kiki's like,
was
oh my god, did you just see him? I'm like, see who? She was like, wait. She's like, he
hi,
just literally
Chiwetel
washed
Ejiofor.
her. And then
And
20 minutes later, Amaka, did you
Oh, I
see him
didn't know.
again?
I didn't know Damson Idris was.
Is he not?
really,
I didn't know Damson Idris was. Yeah, I had no idea that he was a migrant. I don't know.
same thing with Gina,
Okay, I'll check him out.
I can't pronounce. I
Yesterday,
can never
yeah.
pronounce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sherry.
Yashiri.
Yeah,
Her, like
Damson
all
Idris.
these people that are just coming up and blazing the screens, the
What of
big
Daniel
screens, the little
Kaluuya?
screen.
You guys are only mentioning Nigerians. What about
Oh
other
yeah, yeah, of course. All that's what I say. All of them. Like
all
if
of
you
them?
in
Also,
Okay.
all of them,
also we
because
need to
they.
talk about RJ, my husband, Ray J. John
I'm sorry,
of
what?
British
I'm sorry, what?
fame.
I'm sorry, who?
He's from Zimbabwe,
Please,
but also,
who
you
rem-
know, the
who
most
remembers
like
who remembers how to sing? Who remembers how to sing "The Boy Is Mine"? Please, because I think Barry's asking for it. Barry's asking for it because I can't.
Yeah, all
All
these
right,
African
guys. All
migrants, they
right,
are.
guys. All right, guys. All right, everyone. So Coco wants to sleep. We have to let Coco go to
Understandable.
bed.
thanks for having
Yes.
us.
All right. All
Thank
right,
you so
guys.
much
Thank
for
you,
having us
Barry.
on the Daffy
Thank you,
Show.
Joy. Thank you for coming on the breakdown with Biodun, and thank you for breaking it.
Yay!
We actually touched on everything on the docket. I did not think we would do so. So thank you guys for staying on even longer than I thought we would stay on, and thank you to everyone who showed up. Hey, Nene.
Bye.
So
Bye, Nene.
I'm going to ask Nene if she wants to come on at some point because we are having we're going to have a Tuesday night that we talk about African boarding school shenanigans. And I think Nene was a boarder. I cannot remember.
You
Why am I
should
seeing
have
her in Why am I seeing her in Danfodio? I don't know. Is she
you
Danfodio?
should have
If
Nene
you're
because
Danfodio, let me know.
Nene's going to be the future United States Secretary of Education. So you want
You
to have
got
her
that
now.
right. Yes, yes, yes. Get her signature now.
Yes. Okay. So African boarding school shenanigans, but that means she won't be able to drop. She'll be able to drop 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 some truths, some boarding school truths.
Oh, don't
Yes,
worry.
Danfodio. Yes, I can see it in my head that you went Danfodio. So I didn't forget.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Joy. I had so
Thank
much fun. Thanks to
you.
everyone who showed up. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to do all of that good stuff and share with your friends.
Thank you. Hit that
Bye.
Ta-da!
subscribe button. Hit that
Bye.
subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Bye.